Magic.
It is magic. Hi, everybody, and welcome to episode 4 of Shattered Kingdoms. They don't ask how. Sorry, Liz. Okay, so...
Is that part of the title?
That's Sorry, Liz.
Like in parenthesis, right?
Parenthetical. What happened last time makes perfect sense
So much.
if you watch the episode.
Gonna help.
Last time the crew of the ship, which has a name,
The Beyonder.
the Beyonder. That's right.
Yep.
I almost said the charming anecdote. That's the wrong ship. The crew of the Beyonder went to Palark's Wastes, which was a volcanic island inhabited by dinosaurs. Darmuid talked to one of the dinosaurs named Guileless and helped him solve his dinosaur jerk problem, and then they fought a ghost Hatton in a Bloodsport Coliseum, obviously. So we will pick up there where the crowd has been appeased with their Bloodsport, as you have defeated the Hatton Bloodsport. And you all gained a level since we have last spoken. So, Timothy, what did Darmuid gain? Did he gain a 4th level in Druid?
4th in Druid, yes. That's what happened. And I believe I just upped my wisdom. Yep.
Okay, yep. Cece, what about you?
Just more monk over here.
And ASI as well? Did you take an ability score increase or a feat?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was like ASI. What is that?
Ability score increase.
Yes.
Okay.
No feats, just ability.
No, you're all hands.
Yeah.
I'll show myself out.
Show yourself in.
And Marty, you're a multi-class, so what did you take a level in?
I am years away from gaining a stat increase. And again, just to write this Galaxy Brain, it's all one class. It's all a level 4 Umi, but it does break down into I took a 2nd level in Warlock to show that I'm fulfilling the Sea's wishes here by moving out on it, and that also got me some rad
Eldritch.
Yeah, some Eldritch pact
Invocations.
stuff.
Okay.
What'd you take?
Yes, what did you do?
I took Eyes of the Rune Keeper because we're going to be in weird
A good one.
lands. And
Very good
I took Shadow of Survivability, which gives me +3 to my armor class for free all the time. No, it's whatever. Mage armor.
Oh, it's the mage armor one. I was like, what book of made up bullshit is this?
It is Shadows.
What did I make up?
Armor of Shadows. Yeah.
Armor
Shadow survivability is awesome.
just like-
Very, very nice. It's like,
They really got tired of naming things.
Yeah.
right. Come up with the thing that sounds like it's in the book, but isn't.
Yeah.
Shadow
So
of armor buff.
I went from I'm not making it to the end of next session armor class 11 to armor class 14 on the reg. So that's going to be very
good.
helpful for someone I've described as being mostly barefoot and wearing like loose fitting robes and things.
You're going to stub your toe a lot less.
Yeah.
A lot less.
Yeah, the normal Warlock attire. Everyone knows this.
And you didn't take Eldritch Blast like a regular warlock.
Yeah. Why would you?
Cece, we need to have a talk.
No, but I did forego that charisma bump to Eldritch Blast, and I did it with gritted teeth when I finally clicked on it because that's just so good.
You can always grab it again later when you do get more
Oh,
invocations.
agonized.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do some fun stuff. I like the one that pushes.
I like pushes. Pushes is good.
And if you were a sword warlock, the one that pulls is pretty cool too.
There's one that
Battlefield control.
there's one I like because it's kind of very in the water and cold theme that Umi's breaking down with. But there's one that slows their movement, so it's another good one to like and I picked up Hellish Rebuke, but with Andy's permission, we were going to flavor it that it does cold damage instead of heat damage.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
To stay.
When I played Owlman, I had Owlish Rebuke, and it was magical slashing, like an owl would come out of nowhere and hit you in the face.
Very good.
Exactly.
So should yours be like Ocean's Rebuke or something?
Very much. Unless you customize some stuff on spells, but not that.
You can do names.
Yes, and I have overloaded on things that keep my girl alive, so let's hope she stays alive to get some of the cool stuff in a multi-class build that comes 100 levels later.
Okay. So, as we pick back up as the ghost giants fade, what do you all do?
Where did the crowd go?
It went wild. Thank you. I was literally listening to the end of the last episode and I was like, I said the joke in my head and I was like, damn it, I didn't say it in real life.
So there we go. We're coming out of the commercial break.
And they changed it slightly. That always bothers me.
Yeah.
The previously on. It's like a different take.
Yeah.
Okay, so and there was a item that appeared. Did we figure out?
Yes.
A storm
boomerang. A
stormerang,
right. Which, if I remember correctly, does it stun? Is it that one?
I can't remember what it was. We speculated what it could do. I remember being one of these speculators. And then I don't...
Storm Boomerang is a ranged weapon carved from griffin bone and etched with the symbol of elemental air. When thrown, it has a range of 60/120 feet. And if you can use the javelin, you can use this. On a hit, Boomerang does 1d4 bludgeoning damage and 3d4 thunder damage. The target must succeed on a DC 10 con save or be stunned until the end of its next turn. Miss, Boomerang returns to your hand. And once the Boomerang deals thunder damage to the target, it doesn't deal thunder damage anymore. Until... it'll recharge at the beginning of the day. I'll change the little bit at the end where you have to be
I was about to say.
In the elemental air node.
Yeah. Not as many of them running around.
You don't know.
I don't. You're right. It could be plentiful. They could be falling from trees in this world.
But no, if I remember in the home game, because it's from Princess of the Apocalypse. Bot.
Bot?
Yeah, there's a bot in chat.
I've been noticing a lot more of those lately. They seem to go away for a while. Now they're back.
Yeah, we hadn't had one in years, probably. In Prince of the Apocalypse, in the home campaign, I remember someone storm boomeranged a gargoyle and it just plummeted out of the sky because it failed its con save.
Stunned it.
They stoned it.
Stoned.
Or someone who was getting away or something. It was clutch, whatever it was.
Yeah. Was it the Meduso?
I think it was the Meduso, yes.
Was trying to get away, and Earth melted through a wall and was running around on a bridge, and we dinged him in the head, and I think he fell into a pit where the gargoyles had been.
I think you're right, yes. Yeah, that was also the dungeon where you're like, just one more room, and the door locks behind you, and it's the boss fight.
Yeah. We were going to long
rest. Might take a longer rest than you planned on.
It's for real. Yeah, so the The giants
Who wants to
disappear.
storm
I was
boomerang?
going to say, yeah, the storm boomerang. It feels very. I think anyone can use it because I think it's just a martial weapon.
I think it's a simple weapon even.
I think it's a simple weapon, but
Let me double check.
would it count as a monkable weapon as well?
It is any well. Sorry, I
What am I
think
doing?
with dedicated weapon, what level do you get that? You probably have it already. You can make anything as long as it's not special or heavy into a monk weapon.
Let's see, monk.
Yeah,
I think it already does better damage than a monk weapon does, though. What is the base again?
Yes, it will do better damage. It's
I mean,
usually D4.
it's right. So it
Like-
starts as D4. I mean, as far as monk weapon goes, at this point, are you at D6 yet, or is it at 5th? That's at 5th.
Let's see, monk weapon. 5th is when it goes to D6. Let's see, optional class features. Dedicated weapon is a 2nd level monk feature.
Okay, cool. So you could definitely use it no matter what, and monk it up.
Meh. And I would also say, like Sokka from Avatar, you could use it as a melee weapon. It's just a 1d4 club. Like,
True.
Yeah, I'm storm themed, so I can take it. I like it as a simple kind of islander weapon, so it's a good flavor for your monk. I like
It also gives you a ranged attack,
yes,
which,
which
do
I
you
have 2 of.
I
on my
have,
finger.
and
so
you
I'm
have-
dark.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
so this might be good for you.
yeah, let's load up the monk for now, and
Just think you can like flip it between all 4 of your hands in a sort of showy fashion if we ever get into like sort of chest puffing situations with people.
Which hand is it going to return to?
Right?
like devil sticks.
yeah,
Exactly.
I'm doing it.
Exactly. You are
also-
doing it.
you can also get storm boomerangs at Spencer's Gifts.
Okay. So I will create the. Let me send you the link to the Storm Boomerang right now, CC, and then I will edit. I will create it in D&D Beyond, so as to fix the part at the bottom that talks about recharging. I don't think recharging will come up today. Even if you use it once, it's not going to recharge until.
Yeah.
And instead of just the recharge on dawn, you could say it has to be in the rain or something like that.
Right, yeah, it has to be struck by lightning or something.
Yeah, keep some of the rarity, but something that's going to happen or we can look for in a seafaring campaign.
Dunk it in the ocean.
Has to be left out at night in a storm. Dunk it in the ocean.
It's like Aquaman.
Yes.
He has to be left out at night.
Yes. Did someone leave Arthur outside? Fuck.
Do you think if they get rid of Momoa that they're gonna go old school blondie Aquaman?
I hope they
Sorry,
never look back.
I
at
keep
this
distracting
point.
from the game. We're all distracting from the game.
I feel like they can't go back, but
Yeah.
Yeah. Casting a Polynesian dude was just like, yeah. Why isn't Arthur?
But Namor is like,
Yeah.
yeah, but I would argue.
We'll see what
Okay, sorry. I would argue Namor was never coded as white in the comics. Like he's clearly not a white
never.
dude. Like
never. Yeah.
so, I was totally cool with that. Well, I'm cool with it. I don't really care. Ever. But
It's a very stupid thing to be mad about. Pick your battle.
That's right, baby.
okay. So, as you all are dusting off and looking around to see what happened, picking up the storm boomerang. Can I get perception checks from everyone, please?
I know.
Natural 1. Got it out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not. Maybe. Let's see.
I got a natural 8, which becomes a 10. So
You're halfway.
I am technically awake,
Yeah,
according to
my one is technically a 7, so I mean,
Wow, jeez. Nor.
21.
Okay. 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 So
Nor goes, look at that, and pokes us both in the eye. While they,
or I think on the boat last episode it was that Nora can block more of the sun because she has 4 hands.
That's right. Yes.
makes sense. Like total cave. Like 2 hands per eye.
Okay. Nor, something you notice is now that the crowd has died down, there's Darmuid and Umi. It's just quiet. It's quiet. There's no longer that dull roar. But Nor, you kind of notice no, there was like background jungle noise before. Like there are dinosaurs here, and like the baying of like raptors and kind of the squawking of the pterodactyls. And that's gone too.
Oh. So it's just like completely silent?
Yeah, it's like deathly silent now.
That's not creepy. That's weird.
Can I go and peek outside?
Sure. Yeah. You go back through the big front door, poke your head outside. Guileless has run away.
That kind of seems on brand.
And there's, again, it's that kind of deathly quiet out here too.
Do I see any other like dinosaurs around or anything?
No.
Anybody else notice it's really quiet all of a sudden?
Now that you mention it.
So, is there still ambient noise about? It's just no longer as loud?
No, there's no ambient noise.
Oh.
See, this feels like, I mean, animals do this when something really bad can happen.
Right. Yeah.
And or
like,
is it supernatural silence, or is it a predator's nearby and everything shuts
it's
the fuck
that
up?
one. It's not like if you're stepping through if you're stepping through the sand, that's still making noise and kind of the creaking of like the seats maybe, but like there's no like nature noise anymore.
Yes. Okay. And with a 4 survival, I can put together a little bit of maybe that's not great. I'll go to the door as well and peek out.
Can I like look up to see if there's anything on the roof?
Oh yeah, looking up. Yeah, there's a giant gorilla on the roof.
Oh, that's what I was afraid of.
Okay. I would like to use speak with animals to speak with the gorilla.
Okay. So, you start to speak with animals, kind of speaking with, giant ape. The giant ape, Bing Bong, is a giant ape. Bunch of scars all over him. He's got a belt of like dinosaur skulls, and he's kind of wearing like a tattered purple tunic. And he's got like some tools and weapons hanging from his belt. And can I get a religion check, please, from everybody?
Bong.
He's hitting us with his religion, guys.
I know, I lost mine.
Intelligence. My glass intelligence. 11.
Okay.
Same here.
Okay.
my culture lives in a liminal space where culture and religion are kind of the same thing, so I get them confused a lot. I got a 4.
So you rolled a
Okay.
culture check.
That's a long way of saying I got a 4. This looks like it might be a festival day for him. I say out loud.
Okay.
I will ask him in Chinese, is this a festival day for you?
He will respond in common
Oh, shit.
and say, what do the tainted ones do in this holy ground?
If we see any, well, I'll ask them.
He kind of, jumps down a couple rafters. He's still pretty. He's got a distance from you. Like, he's, 60 feet ish, but covers an impressive distance quickly. And he says, "You cavort with titans."
Is he inside or out?
Inside now.
Inside.
And close, right?
Yeah, he's fast.
Capable of getting close.
Yeah.
We didn't cavort. We fought a ghost giant, and so if that's cavorting, we did do some professional wrestling style of antics, but
it's real. He like sniffs the air, and he says, "The stink of titans is all about you. You cavort with the deep." And these two look to the dark of the stars.
you do that.
I see. So, cavorting. You don't like those titans.
No,
You don't like the sky or the deep.
they brought
We mean
ruin.
no disrespect.
And he points to the sky, and he says, "Have you destroyed the storm?"
Not I.
Insight check. Does he want the answer to be yes?
Insight check, because there's going to be layers to this answer.
Yeah. At 13.
He thinks you did.
Okay.
Oh, so he's a lawyer saying, like, did you not destroy the storm?
Yeah. Where he's like, it's like
he knows the answer.
it's entrapment. Yeah, he's trying to entrap you.
Right. We
what
did
makes
not
you
destroy
think
the
that
storm.
we did it?
He says, "Who else but the servants of Titans would destroy their prison?"
Oh, so the storm was encasing titans of the sky and the sea? Is that what you're saying?
He says that the sky, the sea, the molten core, all of the Titans.
Primordial
What are the other
prison.
Titans? The one that looks like a creepy snake ape. Titans.
Creepy snake ape there.
Let's see. The tentacle, that's the stars. That one's the sea. The one that's just a bunch of teeth.
Sure.
That one's
The rainbow pyramid and the spider crocodile man. The Titans, everybody. Go Titans.
The name in Primordial is very beautiful, but it is Spider Alligator Man in common. So just clearing that up. The fall of the storm is as shocking to us as it is to you, O mighty Bong.
Bong is bang.
For being. I thought Bing was the title.
Boom.
Oh no, he's drunk at Christmas. all of us asleep.
Let's sing the Little Drummer Boy.
I know who David Bowie is.
He's my name. He comes over for Christmas.
He's my neighbor, I think.
Oh man. If you had bet me $10 this morning that by the end of the night we would be dunking on Bing Crosby, I would have lost. And 'tis the season. I'm looking for excuses to make fun of that guy.
Yeah.
He's going to be the Chris Summers of this campaign.
Equally as culturally relevant.
It's for the kids, Andy. It's on the Ting Tong.
Chris Summers may yet become more culturally widespread, culturally relevant.
That's true.
We'll see what they do. Whereas Bing, alas, I think has had his time. Although you never know. WandaVision season 2. Maybe they go tackle the area of specials.
Maybe it'll be a Bing Crosby scroll, like the John Lennon scroll or something.
What's his name? Is it the Mighty Bong? He's out there.
Yeah, Dr. Bong, right?
Dr. Bong, yeah. He's got a belt for a head. So, the fall of the storm is as much a surprise to us, though it seems you have more insight to its purpose. A wise and ancient Bong.
He does look pretty old. He's got gray in his fur.
You look great for your age, by the way.
Thank you.
Big silverback energy.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's all about moisturizing.
Oh,
keeping it from cracking. It's true.
From a volcanic island, that can't be easy. So you're really putting in the work.
You mush up bananas.
Oh.
We don't eat them. That's actually a little known fact.
Misunderstood.
Use them for bananas.
And comedy bits.
You ever seen a dinosaur flip on for
oh my god
banana peels? They can't talk. It's great.
Try and pick themselves up with those little hands.
Classic for a reason, Mighty Bong.
Bong says that yes, he knows much. He is the Primarch. Not the Primarch, sorry. That's a school. That's a clothing brand. He is the Exarch of Palarch. It's a lot of arcs.
Oh. But there is a Primarch on this island.
Yes.
An outlet store.
It's very, very poorly made clothing, but it's very cheap.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's too bad. We have to change that.
It's fast fashion. Yeah, it's just not great.
Right.
Yeah, if you need 5 shirts for work.
Primarch. It's for the tourists. It's like the airport thing.
If you want a hoodie that'll last you 3-4 years, $5,
Yeah.
It's fine.
Well, great Bing Bong, Exarch of Palarch. We are curious explorers who do draw inspiration from the various elements and forces of nature that you have described. However, we are in no way destroyers of the storm nor liberators of primordial forces, at least by any active machinations that we're aware of. If you want to telepathically scan me with your superior intelligence, you may.
He makes an insight check and he believes you.
I'm expecting he's like half Grodd at least.
Yes. Oh yeah. No. The skull belt for sure is definitely some Gorilla Grodd inspiration here.
You're not going to see that shit at the Primarch.
No. These are artisanal, hand-picked skulls.
Artisanal.
Bespoke,
one of a kind. Bong looks at you. And he seems very confused. He says, "It is my duty to protect this island and the ruins. Are there others like you? I have seen others in other islands, but now that the storm has fallen, are there other adventurers?"
Well, my father
And the
might
boys.
find his way here with a group called the Boys. Go easy on them. They mean well. They're not responsible for the storm.
They will fight a ghost titan for sure,
Yeah.
though. Or a ghost
They-
titan.
They'll do that. Absolutely.
Cut to the boys beach. They've beached themselves. Your dad's trying to like bail them out. Fred's just like, "We're just here. It's fine." Like he's already like set up like a lawn chair.
He's got a fire going to
Got
grill.
a fire going.
Yeah, he's already. I got the smoker set up. Calm down. We're fine.
Who's likeliest to lose their mind setting up a lean-to? Andy.
I mean, Darmuid's dad.
Darmuid's dad. Nice.
Darmuid's dad's trying
He
to
does-
do all of it at once. Is the problem?
That's him.
And because I have this surprisingly handy, I posted it in the chat.
Oh, is it Nightwing losing his mind over a lean-to? Yeah.
Nightwing losing his mind building a lean-to. My favorite issues of all time. Yeah, I do consider myself to be something of an ambassador. So yes, I would expect that we are not the last of our kind that will venture onto your island. If we are forbidden here, no one told us that. Guileless was. We thought we were just exploring, so we
And
can.
it glares into the jungle at Guile, or like the burnout husk of a jungle, like towards where Guileless is. That idiot.
So we can make our leave. I was about to say we've taken no treasure, but we did get that storm boomerang, so I'm going to keep my mouth shut on that.
Precious storm boomerang.
We earned that. That was prize money. That was the purse.
He says, "And the other exarchs, do they stand?"
We know of no exarchs save you.
You are our first exarch,
You never forget your first.
and I will not forget you.
Yeah, he's a giant talking ape. I mean,
Oh, I'm taking in this CR. Yeah, what's my passive CR check on this as a druid? Giant ape. He's up there.
he's a giant ape high priest, so he knows magic and stuff.
Right.
You could turn into
But
a
your-
regular giant ape.
Your basic.
but-
What's your basic giant ape?
I want to say it's
can't
like in
remember.
the 1 or 2 range, but
Is it in the-
let's see. Giant ape. Seven. Well, that's way higher than I thought.
Those things are pretty intense.
I'm thinking of regular ape.
The wizard in our campaign turned into one, and he was pretty
Okay.
tough.
Yeah, regular ape is a half. I think that's what I was thinking of. Okay. Oh yeah, shit.
Yeah.
They do like 22 damage on a hit. Okay. Kind of looks concerned that you've never look. Who do
Encountered
you-
others.
Yeah, who do you look to for guidance?
Well, we have been separated from exarchs. Apparently, there have been no exarchs in our land that we're aware of. I take my inspiration from the stars, from the the land, from the sea, all the natural elements myself. And my friends here.
Yeah, same. Kind of trying to like hide any obvious religious imagery and failing to do so.
Right.
Well, okay, to be clear, Nor, you don't worship a titan, you worship a god.
Oh, okay.
So you could be like, actually. Now he might not agree or something like that, but there is a god in the pantheon who is a reformed titan, but it's not Sonaz. Mm-hmm. Sonaz is an or is an Eladrin.
Okay.
So you could take some umbrage with what he is saying if you wanted to, but you could also just be like, I don't want your heat. I'm cool.
Yeah, I think that I don't want to fuck with Bing Bong. So
the big boy.
He's Bing of the monsters.
He seems like a fuck around and find out kind of guy. So I'm gonna.
Yeah. Well, and you would know Palark's not exactly a nice one. He's not one of the nice gods.
Yeah. So.
He says, according to your legends, how long have you been separated from the holy teachings?
The Everstorm was up for how long?
800 plus years, right?
Yes,
yeah, 800 plus years. Yeah.
Hundreds of years, as long as the storm has been.
A blink of your eye, but that's generations of us to have for sure forgotten which Titan you meant. But the spider alligator ape is definitely coming back.
What are the constellations?
Spider
Sure, seen that drawn in the back of some high school notebooks.
Right.
That's Jygok. It's the spider alligator ape.
Spider alligator ape.
Obviously, it roughly translates. And Stargala is probably the one. That's the massive tentacles that eats stars or whatever. That's probably what he's kind of insinuating you two are. You stink of Titan magic, but.
Do we? Have you checked? You done a Titan magic check?
None of these are lining up with the sea necessarily, unless you count Stargala, who may or may not be the reason we're flooded. But he's also a many-tentacled star-eating monster, so I would like to make it clear that I have no direct tie with any Titans that I'm aware of. So there is, like, in the back of my head, I remember some giants cheering.
Titans.
They called you a Titan spawn, yeah.
Yeah.
Also putting away your water tentacle.
They could have meant Titan's pawn.
I
mean, diction is important.
Yeah, and they had an accent, so it's hard to tell.
True.
It's hard to tell.
They speak common with a giantish accent.
Yes. So we look to Evangeline's chosen for our guidance. How does that go over?
She is wise, as would her followers be.
Okay. Yeah. So we come from those traditions, passed down as they may be, secondhand as they may be. We do our best, remembering the island Mormons. We do our best.
Yeah, kind of does. He does wait for a second. He goes, "You all aren't the sons of Evan, right?"
Oh no.
Cool.
No.
No.
We met them. We got a lot of pineapple.
Yeah, they're big on Fresca.
it's the most excitement their mouths are allowed. So we just kind of like
It's fizzy. It's exciting.
It tastes like a punch.
Most excitement, their mouths are allowed. Says it right on the bottle.
not too exciting. I think I can have this.
Ask your doctor. Fresca is right for you.
Okay, so yeah, all right. So since that went over okay, and yeah, like Palark is allowed. I mean, we're kind of the big bad from our perspective, but if this guy's cool with Evangeline from the rip, I think we can probably get off this island without picking a fight with Bong, Bing of the Monsters.
So the vibe you're kind of getting from him is, he's just like, as long as you follow the ways of a god, he's probably cool.
Oh,
you don't need to
atheist.
be,
forget it. Or primordial. Titan worshippers.
Like, if he's going to the Turnian, he's thinking the war still rages.
Yeah, like you should be constantly vigilant against Titan, the influence of Titans, basically. Like, and the only way to do that is to follow a god.
Yeah.
And so again, to kind of, some of this is going to be insinuation, but he will explain from his point of view. Like, Evangeline is in charge. Like, she's the top of the triangle. You know, the triangle falls apart without Palark and Duckwool, but she's still the top of it. She was the general in the Gracefall. She empowered a bunch of the other gods. She's in charge. It was her idea. She's kindly and goodly. It's hard to argue that she's kind of great. At the same time, you need fuckers, and Palark has fuckers.
Sure.
Patron god of fuckers.
Yeah, he is for sure the god of fuck around and find out.
Well, might we offer our services to you, great and mighty Bing Bong? Where would you expect these other exarchs to be? And should we venture out to be your mouthpiece to another one of these exarchs? I'll kind of look at my companions like I'm just kind of trying to get us off the island for sure, but maybe like if there's more exarchs, like where else would we expect to find them? And,
being emissaries of Palark or of Bing Bong.
Yeah.
Sure.
We can spread words to your fellows.
Plus, it gives us a bit of a
Heck is my map program called?
aggro cred.
Yeah. We're like, we know we're down with the Bong.
Yeah. The brothers of Bong.
Can I log in with that? Here we go. Pull up my map. It's huge. It's going to take a minute. Okay. He says you would have to find the shattered spires of Evangeline and Duckwool.
Okay.
He says that he guards the shattered spire of Palark. It's in the volcano.
Gotcha. That's your skull cave, probably.
He says that he believes the shattered, or as far as he knew before the world flooded, the shattered spire of Evangeline was far to the northeast, and the shattered spire of Duckwool was due west.
Due west from here.
Due west from here.
Great. There's directions. We're filling in the world map. Love it. Well, yes, should you wish your brethren or sisterin Any particular wisdom? Would you care to hear of their health? Their good health?
He says, we should probably meet. If you find them, if you can send word, I cannot leave the spire.
No. No.
Can they leave their spires?
He says, if we all agree upon a meeting point, and like, kind of, if we're like, well, okay, if we're all gonna go, you know, kind of thing, like we all have to be there. No one can be late. Maybe he'll think about it. He'll pencil it in.
Bing, bang, bing, bing. Has been problem in past. Yeah. Everyone reluctant to leave Spire.
And we'll all come here. You always host. You live in a volcano, Bong. It's not fun. I love it.
Come on, you guys need to lighten up.
Another grocery store veggie tray, I see.
Couldn't even mix up some Hidden Valley ranch dip? No, okay, cool.
Darker the gifts of the cool.
We all know you didn't bake those cookies, Bong. What oven?
He lives in an oven.
Burnt to crisp. They'd be burnt to a crisp.
It's mostly meat. It's mostly meat.
Just because
Yeah,
you put them on
forget
a
them
tray.
Yeah. I mean,
You made
like we can see your trash can from here. We can see the containers. Well, now we have to make this XR mixer happen because I want to be a fly on the wall.
How
at
you
that
been?
party. Dead.
Have you heard about my new gig, King of the Dinosaurs or whatever I'm doing? You know,
Bing of the monsters.
Bing of the Monsters.
Okay, well, then, yeah, we mean to explore the world now that the storm prison has fallen. How sure are you about that part? How much? Is it an insight check? Like, I already made an insight check, and he believes himself. That
You
I'll roll with
would
that.
say, yeah, the read you get on him is he is speaking with unnerving certainty that everything he says is true.
But I've been around enough adults in my life to know that that's
Oh yeah, he might
not
be
itself testament to truth, but
right,
Yeah.
but he certainly has absolute faith in himself to
Yeah,
a
yeah,
possibly because you know,
Psychotic degree.
yeah, exactly. Adults are full of shit all the time.
yeah,
They don't know what they're doing any more than kids do. This guy seems like he thinks he knows exactly what he's doing.
yeah. I got to admit, it's a little hot. Is that what you guys were thinking, Tim?
Uh,
Talking
Giant
about it on
ape?
the boat.
You mean the volcano? It's a little warm.
Yeah,
yeah, that's what I
And
meant.
just kind of that silverback, too confident energy.
Right.
Really doing it for him.
Regular.
Anthony Bourdain, sort of.
Yeah.
He's a real Sigma. Am I using that right?
Probably. I'm not Googling it, so
No,
let's just
don't.
say
I don't understand it.
I will be signed up for a newsletter and 3 YouTube channels deep by the... No, we're not doing it. Keanu Reeves is a Sigma, or whatever. Or his characters. I already said I know this much. Well, yeah, I actually do think that's a good idea. We don't need to make it our next open action item, but I think let's put that on the world.
Yeah, well, this guy's clearly not leaving. What's he going to do? Check up on you?
Yeah. And eventually one of us is going to get a message or whatever, so we can... Or send it.
Can he give us some sort of, seal or a message, a letter we can show around?
Yeah, excellent. Is there some sign of your office?
Token
that we-
of his authority, right?
Yeah,
He nods. Yes.
sure.
I can give you the blessing of Palark.
Is it cursed one size? Oh, I don't know that we know that we need your blessing. I just like just a token, or
I'll take the blessing of Palark if you're offering it.
I just I'm in a compact with too many things.
He's gonna punch me right in the face, isn't he?
Hurts, don't it? You didn't even set up the
Yeah,
joke.
exactly. It worked.
They'll know it's me. They'll know it's me.
Um,
That's a classic Bing Bong limp if I've ever seen one.
Darmuid, he takes a small Triceratops skull. It's yay big.
Right.
It's probably a ute.
A baby, yeah.
And he concentrates on it for a second, and he hands it to you. And it gets smaller in your hand, so it's now like a charm size, basically. But once per day, you may add +10 to one attack roll.
Whoa.
Jeez.
So it's a blessing of the war god.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Once a day, I'm gonna really need it. Thank you very much.
Yeah. All I got is this tentacle.
You and your tentacle.
No, not you, tentacle. Another guy.
Your tentacle's like, oh, what? Excuse me?
You're half blood right now. It's very off-putting.
It's not my fault.
I made a pact with a war god, and all I got was this tentacle or whatever.
This tentacle won't stop following me around.
Ooh, Triceratops skull. Make that a bitchin' necklace.
You could make it like a cool amulet.
Make a ring.
Ooh.
Oh, there you go.
Kabam! Punch him right in the face with it.
Like the Phantom, but cooler.
Yeah. Yeah. Ghost who walks. Level shit.
Punch Evil or whatever that the
Think that's
poster
cool.
said.
Punch Evil with Billy Zane.
I remember loving that movie as a kid.
Phantom's cool.
It was in the
comic?
It was in the early stages, and I always had some weird affection for all of those.
Yeah, all the King's Feature Syndicate people.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry. Do you mean Defenders of the Earth?
Defenders.
Yeah.
I saw a Lothar action figure at Target yesterday.
Amazing.
Wow.
You know when they have Mandrake.
It's incredible the stuff that's available these days.
Is King's Features even still? Anyway.
In the last 10 years, Jeff Lemire actually wrote like King's Watch and did a big crossover with all of those
Defenders of the
characters.
Earth.
Yeah, the Defenders.
Good writer to do that.
Yeah, he's a great writer to do that. I remember it being good, but I think the Shadow might have been in there too, and
Sure.
Yeah.
Guns.
And whatever is vague. I went to the mystic mountains of some Asian country that's probably racist. Now I can cloud your mind. That's not a thing. Okay. Bong. Bong kind of gets closer and sniffs once again. And he says, "Beware the influence of Titans.
Okay.
And hold the gods close to your heart."
I will. Thank you.
Most assuredly. Thank you. Blessed be.
Definitely working on it, and I'll pat the symbol on my chest.
Kind of looks at it again, slowly nods.
Sonas is kind of a chode, but okay, I guess.
It's fine. Bit of a dillweed. Snubbed me on a date, but cool, whatever.
But cool, whatever.
Owes me $50.
Whoa.
With 1,200 or with 1,800 years interest, that's got to be like $60 by now.
Yeah, that's
Like chaos. I worship chaos. I'm not good at math.
Hmm. So
But
you remember before the storm,
Yes,
is that right?
it was a golden age for peoples like you.
Why were the Titans contained in the storm?
He says 1800 or nearly 2,000 years ago, when the Turnian and the Heptarchy defeated the Titans, they were banished. 1,000 years ago, before the storm, they found a way to reinfect the world. And Evangeline found the only way to defeat them without destroying the battlefield was to lock them behind a storm. And the Storm Warden, Thrakar, was sent to protect it. He says the original Gracefall was fought not here, but on a different world nearby. And Evangeline would not see another world tarnished by their foul influence. They leave horrible scars on the land. Yeah, Liz in chat. That's us.
it's you.
Didn't that dragon head that we solved riddles for in the first episode have something to do with Thrakar?
Certainly seemed its likeness. It spoke very literally.
It was his. It was in the likeness of Thrakar Stormbellows, and said, "The storm has or the storm has shattered, and so have I." Something like that.
I will not mention that too.
Nope. But that's also because, and storms being a persistent pest, we don't tend to have a positive view of Thrakar culturally.
Culturally, no. Yeah.
But he is speaking as if Thrakar serves, like, kind of, like, yeah.
Yeah, Thrakar had a
Which
job to
isn't-
do.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But again, from his point of view,
that.
Palark has a job to do.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
We're talking to the guy who picked the bad god on purpose.
Yes.
But
Or the bad guy picked him.
Yeah.
yeah, why wouldn't you?
Look at him. He's a big boy. He can get stuff done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, and he voted for Nixon, but he's just got this like dad energy, like, tell me what to do with my money. You know what I mean? Like, anyway, we don't have time to get into
To get Umi off of this island.
We all find the giant ape hot, okay? I'm just saying, we have to go.
And he's not wearing
Right?
pants. He's hanging bong, am
Yeah,
I
I
right?
was just saying, hanging bong.
Hanging
nice.
bong.
But mental high five. Yeah, Umi, his eyes are up there, way up there.
It's hard. It's like,
It is,
difficult.
and that's what you have to be afraid of. He's primed for battle.
Well, Bong Daddy, with I said too much. We, with your permission, of course, will take our leave from your lands and seek out your fellows and deliver your tidings to them, and we'll tell you if some doom has befallen them.
My name is silly, but I am very serious.
Oh, mighty Bong, Bing of the monsters, what part is silly?
Bong nods and says, with the blessing of Palark, may the winds of chaos, I don't know, be at you.
Go on, get.
Chaos. I don't know. Sounds like a really good blessing because they're winds of chaos.
Winds of chaos, good or bad, I don't know. It's not going to worry. It's
Yeah.
going to be whatever.
I was gonna say blow you on your way, but that's a death sentence. So yeah, like just may they be around you.
He climbs.
We have to get Umi out of here.
and leaps up, leaps out,
Well,
and slowly you can hear the sort of sounds of wildlife return around you.
As the other wildlife, where they're going, is freaking out.
Yeah, they're all
Here we
coming.
go.
Oh god!
As he goes, I will say a small prayer of inhale, exhale. I just got an ounce in the mail. Ooh, hits from the bomb.
The ancient words.
Ancient words,
Of wisdom.
wisdom on that cypress hill. Yeah, and that just, I do exhale a bit because, that was a giant ape monster and was terrifying. But again, just big dad energy. We all saw that. We all felt that. We don't have to say it more. But yeah,
Okay.
crazy.
Umi, you're sweating.
I'm probably just naturally covered in seawater. Let's anything else? I think we promised to leave. I may have promised to leave. We can probably slow walk our way back to the boat, but is there any other business we have on
Unless you want to go look at his spire.
Bong Island? Bong Island?
I think we pretty much. I mean, we got our level that we were promised, so
Yeah. Oh, sorry, it's Bacall Island. It's
Right.
Bong, Thing of the Monsters.
AKA Palark's Wastes.
AKA Palar's Waste. That's what the colonizers called it.
It is what the people making the map called it, so. And it's no place for travelers.
Yeah. I think it's been lovely.
Okay. You all head back to your boat. Guileless eventually rejoins you.
Hey,
Hey. Watch out for Bong.
thanks.
I ran away because I was very scared of him.
I understand. You did it without guile, too, did you not?
Without guile, he wears the skulls of my kin
I understand.
as
Yes,
war trophies.
right. I cover my ring slightly.
Yeah, I'm very scared of him.
Yeah, well, there was no need to... Oh, I can't speak to you, actually. You speak beast. So never mind.
Yeah, you can only speak to Darmuid.
Yeah.
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 I'm like going.
Exactly.
Such a beautiful language.
It is.
Um,
Punning in it is really hard, but when you can do it, they really appreciate it.
It means one thing, but sounds like another.
It's like. Know what I mean?
Okay. So you head back to the bay where you anchored slightly offshore. There's a big pile of seaweed on your boat, if you recall, that Guileless gifted you.
Yeah.
Guileless will say, "You have become my great friends, and I hope you can come back sometime.
I hope we can too. I think we will.
And thank you for dealing with Jeremy."
Oh, absolutely. And, tell him that we could come back at any time, so you better watch his step.
He better watch out.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and I sort of rub his nose a little bit.
Okay.
Get the cheeks and the under chin stuff going on.
Giant brontosaurus banjo leg just
Yeah, it's like, oh, I got his leg going. Watch out, guys! Watch out!
Where would you all like to go next?
Do we want to go due west, or do we want to go northeast? Those are two directionals for others.
Yeah,
so
I kind of pour over our makeshift
Fires.
map here,
Right.
and we're in the Central Reach, at least
Correct.
according to the JPEG name. So we have Shadowfell Island to the north, basically.
yes, pretty much due north.
We've got the Free People's matching continents of Alton and Spring Shields. And then the original human place where Evan Sylvania was one of the Terrassa is one of the places they got kicked out of. Okay, so yeah, do we want to exhaust more options on this map? Because we've culturally exchanged, which is one of Umi's driving forces here, with Evan Sylvania and now Bong, Bing of the Monsters, and of course Guileless in Germany. But yeah, do we want to hit up Alton or Spring Shield or Terrassa as kind of like what's good on this side of the storm? Though I feel like we got some big picture stuff from Bing of the Monsters, Bong, Bing of the Monsters, or at least big musings about what it's all about.
Yeah, I thought that was our plan, was to kind of do a circle-y-loo.
A circuit.
Yeah, that
Also
was
known as
before
the
we befriended several dinosaurs and fought in a giant stadium death sport. So I wasn't sure if that changed our picture at all, but
You know, I think we should seek out new life and new civilizations.
yeah.
To boldly go.
We're exploring, and if we happen to finish our overarching world quest, then we do that.
Yeah. Let's just
Maybe somebody on Alton or something will know where one of these other exarchs are more accurately than Hay West or Northeast.
yeah. Although due west, I feel like it's going to be beyond the storm. Otherwise, chances are Exarch could have sent a note. But
Throwing a rock.
Yeah, they're probably on all points around the storm, right? Or the 3 points around the storm. Where it was.
But yeah, so do we want to travel the kind of long peninsula tail of Alton?
Yeah.
And do we want to go southwise around to Spring Shield, where we could hit either or both of them? Or do we want to go kind of up the eastern coast here, where we're likelier to just straight up encounter Alton citizens first? I'm looking at the map, so forgive me if I'm being too...
I also have the map on the screen for the viewers at home.
I'm looking
That's
at it
good.
also. I say that we go kind of along the
tail.
kind of the eastern side, so up the Alton side. So then we can swing around and do Spring Shield Island and then go up.
Okay.
From there.
I like that. And we might get more information on Raitan. That's the Shadow Touched, or the...
Yes.
At least according to Evan Sylvania.
Right.
Yeah.
And their intel has been, 1 for 1 so far.
So they did call this a land of monsters, and I think they just don't understand.
Dinosaurs.
The cool thing about the Jurassic Park movies, when they're done well, is that they're just animals. They're just animals. They're not villains in that story. Humans are the villains.
You just gotta have a good hand, man.
Right. And now you can do 2. Whatever, Chris Pratt.
And Nora.
Oh, yeah, think about how many raptors you can
So
stop.
many.
All
So
of them.
many. Dude,
All
we
of
should
them.
I wanna go
stay
back.
like days. Yeah,
I want
we
to get
should
some
stay here.
raptors.
Just take a quick 3-level dip in Ranger to get that Beastmaster.
Yeah.
Gonna have a whole thing of raptors. I don't know what you call a group of raptors.
Hmm.
A pity. I don't know.
A murder of raptors.
Taken by crows, but yeah. Um, yeah, Corvids get a bad rap in their aggregates. An unkindness and a murder.
Yeah, and a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy of crows. I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
Or
It's
one
a
of the
murder
two.
of crows. It's a murder of crows. And an
Oh, it's a
unkindness.
conspiracy of. That was a conspiracy of ravens. Then, are you saying it's an unkindness?
It's an unkindness of ravens. Yeah.
I googled what's a group of raptors called, and it says a kettle, but
Ooh.
that's for birds, like raptors.
Oh,
But I
okay,
mean,
okay.
I like a kettle of raptors. It sort of quantifies a terrifying prospect. Oh, if someone spilled a kettle of raptors. Oh, you think it's a kitchen thing, like.
They're boiling over.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I like that plan as good as any. I'm just curious what's on that southern tail. It's a lot of real estate there that I'll bet you there's a haunted tower or two on. But
Oh, that's true.
It's not bad. I mean, we might as well be comprehensive until something, provokes something more immediate, like, oh, we've got to go here, da 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 da.
Yeah, I would also be down for swinging around the other side and going that way.
doing the tail and coming up. Okay. Yeah, I think. I mean, at this point, it's all new to us. So, as we set out, kind of westerly here, how flat or terrained is that land? Like, can we see straight to the coast of the kind of southern tail of Alton there, or is it all hills and mountains, and we would have to travel along the coast to make out details? Is my question making sense?
yes.
Okay.
The tip of Alton is consisted of a lot of mountains.
Yeah. So then, yeah, I stick with that answer. I say let's kind of we can take a little bit north so that we can see that part, and then just kind of travel south along the again, what just looks like a tail or an umbilicus.
Conspiracy is also
Yeah,
accepted.
I saw they ticked both. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a parliament of owls, right?
Mm-hmm. Which is, they got just off with the Batman stuff. Probably like, Americans really going to get a parliament court of owls. Sounds much better.
That does sound good. Okay. So, next time we will pick up closer to the island in the new year, even.
Wow. In the
See you next
future.
year.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Outros and plugs, Timothy.
Hi. I would like to plug the Return of the Light in the wake of the longest night of the year, which was our winter solstice. Days are getting brighter, even if it doesn't quite feel like it. I don't know about anybody else, but I was definitely feeling the darkness of the Advent leading up to that long night. And I look forward to more light coming into our lives in this new year. Troubles afoot, stuff's cooking. The world's a wacky place, terrifying and wonderful. So let's hope we all ring it in with love and light.
Cece.
Hi, I'm Cece, aka Soupsica, aka Soup, aka Soupsica. Oh my gosh, the Twitters and the Instagrams. Yeah, I would just like to plug playing D&D with your friends and having a grand old time. Yeah, definitely helps get you through those dark times. So yeah.
And Marty.
Yeah. I, for one, get the winter blues real bad. So I appreciate you saying that, Timothy, because it can't help but affect you, or if it doesn't affect you, someone you may know or love. So just check in with people. It doesn't have to be a whole obtrusiveness, but just thinking about you text might help someone more than you might think. I am also glad to be on the up. We've gotten through the darkest night. We drank and shouted at Sol Invictus to come back, and we just have to let the spirits know that we're still here. And a happy new year in the same kind of blessing. We're about to enter all things new. If last year sucked, which I know it did for a lot of people, maybe this year doesn't suck. So consider the changing of the guard there, and look for it to kind of renew you and let some of the garbage go that you're holding on to that you don't need to. Andy, I know you're not having the best particular holiday season, so hopefully a turning of the page. Not going to write it, but just to give you some hope for the long ahead. But yeah, and thank you. Just since it's the end of a year, thank you three in particular, Liz in chat. Thank you all for being a part of my life. You enrich it, and you do make the darkness that much more bearable.
Yay! Love you.
Oh, like and subscribe. Click a thing.
I will echo what everyone has said. Also, we usually talk about libraries at the end of Gracefall now, but Keith, our most loyal and truest fan, pointed out to me on a YouTube comment that you can change your Amazon Smile charity to probably be your local library if you would like. So I just did that today. So you can support them that way.
Looking out, Keith.
And we appreciate every person watching this. Thank you all. Thank you to all my players, both on this show and on Gracefall. Let me be self-indulgent and read a bit of lore. The winter festival in the Gale Pact is called Eventide. It is an end-of-year, week-long festival of camaraderie and giving, carnival games, and shared feasts. At the end of the festival, debts are forgiven and any favors owed are annulled to start the year fresh. Those who take advantage of others or act selfishly during this time or any time of the year are said to be prematurely judged by Dakul, the god of the dead, and may take their final breath on the last night of the year. Let's all start the year with a clean slate and hope for the best. Thank you, everybody. Play games with your friends. Tell people you love that you love them. Give them a hug. And we'll see you all in 2023.
And Dakul said, "Mankind should have been my business. These are the chains I forged in life." Jerk.
Yeah, exactly. He said exactly that. And I won't be silenced, so forth and so on.
Oh, and that is a very good.
Also, the thing. How do I do this?
Magic.
Mute it or stop it.
I didn't do either. Hold on.